Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our Wednesday evening presentation call, where we are going to be talking about the wonderful Juice Plus products. We're going to be hearing a story, someone's product story, which we're very excited about. Stephen is going to be joining us for that, and then we're going to be hearing about the business. And then we have got our very, very special VIP guest, Paddy Jackson, who's going to be on, and we're going to be hearing his story and also his top tips for success. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to launch straight into our presentation, and we're going to turn straight away to the wonderful Paula Wilkinson, who is going to take us through a brief overview to our products. So Paula, are you there?
I am, James. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Welcome everyone to this evening's opportunity call. My name's Paula, and I'm going to be sharing with you, as James said, a very brief overview on our amazing Juice Plus products and what makes them so unique. So basically, the Juice Plus products are the most researched nutritional products in the world. They've got over 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are basically the best clinical studies, backing their outstanding health benefits. So you basically know that when you're taking them, that it's going to be benefiting your body, like every cell of your body. The clinical studies are absolutely amazing. I haven't got time to go through them now, but go to the person who put you on the call this evening and you'll be able to have a look at all the amazing health benefits that you can get. So they're all completely natural, they're vegan, they're herbicide and pesticide free, even better than organic, and they're absolutely amazing. And I'll just want to share with you in the picture there, we've got the bottles in the fruits and vegetables, and basically our premium capsules, which are the ones in the bottles there, are a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables and berries. And we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. And we all know that we should have a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, but it's so difficult to get that. And especially now at the moment, God knows what's going on, but I go in the supermarket and there's barely anything there. And what there is, there's just, the choice is just really, really poor. And it's really, really expensive as well. So there's lots of reasons why we don't get what we should be getting. You might not even like fruits and vegetables, so therefore you're not getting the nutrients that you should be having to help keep you healthy, which is where the Juice Plus products help to bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating to keep us healthy, and in a really easy, affordable and convenient way. So we've, as well as adults, been able to get the amazing health benefits from the capsules, the fruits and vegetables. We've got our amazing Healthy Starts for Families program. And as a mother, I'm hugely passionate about this. My daughter's been taking these since she was 5, and she's now 14, and she hasn't had a day 6 since she started. So I'll be forever grateful for them. So basically, with the fruits and vegetable capsules, you're eligible to get absolutely free for your child or your teenager up to the age of 21, either chewables or capsules. So they can get all of the fruits and vegetables most mums and dads know how difficult it is to get all that nutrition into your child. So this is a really easy way. And we've had over 1.5 million families taking part in this program all over the world, with 96% reporting positive health benefits. And just have a look at some of the statistics there on the slide, and you'll see some of the fantastic results that people are having, and lots more, but obviously we can't list them all, especially tonight. And as well as the Healthy Starts and the capsules, we've got our amazing complete range. And as the name suggests, it's a complete meal. So basically, it's got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. So you can have, the most popular is a shake. And it's more than a plant protein shake. It's got all the macronutrients in. plant protein, some of the 17 of the fruits and vegetables. It's got carbohydrates from root vegetables, and you can have a delicious chocolate or vanilla shake for your breakfast, give you all the nutrition you need to start your day the right way, or you can use for any meal replacement or snack, pre and post workouts. So totally versatile. And we've got the bars in the soup, and the boosters as well. But the complete range is fantastic for weight maintenance and weight loss as well. If you want to replace meals and lose some unwanted weight, they're amazing with getting all that nutrition you need. And on top of the products I've just mentioned, we've got our newest product to the family, Perform, which is really just for great for performing. So if you're a gym bunny, or you like going running, or whatever it is that you do, Juice Plus is really all about helping people, to inspire people to have a healthy lifestyle. So this is just perfect, just fits in with being able to take before as a shake, or sometimes I put it in yogurt. Greek yogurt, it's absolutely delicious. 25 grams of plant protein, very low sugar, and vitamin D's, vitamin B's, gives you lots of energy, great for helping to build muscle mass. And so you get more out of your workout, and you recover much quicker as well. So it's an absolute win-win for anyone who wants to exercise as well. So that's in a very, very brief nutshell, our amazing Juice Plus products. And if you haven't started taking them and you're thinking about it, I just urge you to just give them a go. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'll hand you back to James. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful, Paula. Thank you so much. I just absolutely love your enthusiasm. You always are so energetic, and you cover so much in such a short period of time. So we're really, really grateful for that. Thank you very much, Paula. Now we are going to welcome Stephen, and we'd love to hear your product story. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you could just unmute yourself.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Not too bad.
Good.
I'll just introduce myself here. I'm actually Stephen Daly, mechanic by trade, and how I came across these products. And my wife joined the business about 3.5 to 4 months ago. And in between all this, I was actually zero energy. Headspace wasn't great. Like, I was a bit depressed. I was going around on autopilot, and basically my health was really bad as well, because I was nearly 15 stone. Now, in turn, my wife actually said to me in between, she says, would you give these products a go? So I said to myself in my mind, I said, sure, I can't get any worse, because I was that bad, I was nearly going to go into hospital with my health. So I says, oh yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. And then literally not even a week and a half, 2 weeks in, I had tons of energy. I wasn't sleeping right before the products. I was only going hour by hour. And it took me, say I woke up on the hour every hour. Then it'd take me an hour to fall back asleep. So I have very bad broken sleep as well. But now my health is a lot better. My headspace is great. I've a ball of energy for me 2-year-old here to play with him now when I get home. And everything I can say about it is I was on the fence thinking this isn't for me, but it will actually change my life. Just turned everything around 100%. Like, and now I'm 2 stone down, 3.5 months later, and I'm actually flying now at the minute. It's actually benefiting me unbelievably, to be honest. I can't say enough about the products.
Well, Stephen, thank you so much for coming on. I mean, that is absolutely an incredible story. And can I just ask you, are you doing the shakes? Which Juice Plus are you taking?
I'm actually on the complete shakes. I'm doing the boosters as well.
Yes.
And I'm also doing the premium capsules, so the veg, berries, and the fruit as well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And you just, I mean, you just sound really great, very focused.
Yeah.
Energy, yeah.
To be honest, it's funny because Paddy knows me fairly well. To be honest, I went to London on the convention. And since then, I don't know what happened. It's just a switch flicked in me, and I'm really outgoing type of person now. I'm always doing lives on Instagram and Facebook now. So it has changed my life for the good, which is really strange because I've never done Facebook lives before it, you know. So it's really, really benefited me tenfold, I have to say.
Amazing. Well, Stephen, look, I'm so grateful that you've come on. Thank you, Paddy, very much for introducing and inviting Stephen on. But thank you so much. We know it's a big deal to come on these calls and to tell your story, but we're so grateful. And thank you.
No problem at all, guys. It's a pleasure.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Stephen. Great. Now we're going to turn our attention now more to the business, and we're going to welcome Howard now, and he's going to take us through an overview of our wonderful business. So Howard, over to you.
Thank you very much, James. A warm welcome to everybody on the call this evening, especially those who are looking at this perhaps the very, very first time. So let's get right into it. Right at the moment, we are welcoming over 7,000 new partners to the Juice Plus family each and every month. And let's give a quick thing as to why that might be the case. Well, pre-COVID, there was plenty of awareness for personal health and well-being, and that's the reason, but that's fairly obvious, I would think. I mean, you couldn't switch on the radio, open a newspaper or magazine, flick on the TV without being told this was good for you and this was bad for you. It was all a bit confusing. Well, with Juice Plus, you're talking about fruit, vegetables, and berries. Paula explained that to us. These are the pillars. We all know this. These are the pillars of our health, and we know we have to eat them, but so few people do. And what we've done is been able to, provide something that is affordable and straightforward to actually use, that has results and the backing of science. So that's with the products we already know. But as well as that, you've got COVID now. That awareness has grown exponentially. Throw in the mix the economic turmoil that's come as a result of the pandemic, and people are now just having to, find extra means of bringing income into their household just to stay where they are. I heard a statistic yesterday whereby wages are basically the cost of living is increasing 4 times faster than wages are. They're not even close to keeping pace. So people are having to find something extra and are open to looking at something extra just to stay where they are. And with Juice Plus, obviously, there's so much more to offer. So that's why we're seeing so many people join right across the Juice Plus world. And we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, as I intimated, there are various ways of making money with this opportunity. No fewer than 4 different ways. And I've only got time to talk about the one. Now, everybody starts on the far left-hand side, just out of sight on that staircase as a partner. Now, with help, with training, and with encouragement, you can walk, you can sprint, you can fly from left to right. And if you do and hit that position on the right-hand side of PMD Plus, you will pick up a cool £119,480 in bonuses alone. Factor in the commissions, the other ways that you can actually make money. And that level of income compares very, very favorably with top executive positions in the corporate world and senior positions of management in the private sector as well. So, but you don't have the stress of a team of staff or a company to run. You set the agenda, you set the pace. Your hand is on the throttle, your foot's on the accelerator. You can go as quickly or slowly from left to right. You don't have that stress of somebody setting you targets. Worry about somebody possibly taking your job. You are in your vested interest to move from left to right as quickly as you possibly can, and you will have help every single step of the way from people who have a vested interest in your success. So let's move on again. So it'd be fair to say, well, how soon can I actually start making money from this opportunity? The answer is right away. I didn't realize, but you actually get paid for your own use. So that's really, really, really cool and very unexpected. Now, it's not surprising that, you know, when you start a health journey, there may be others close to you. It could be work colleagues, it could be friends, it could be family who might be interested in sharing that journey with you. And if you are able to find 1 or 2 people to join you, there's a very good chance you'll hit that first position of Partner Plus in your first month. Many people do this, and you will pick up the first of those bonuses of £80, and adding the other earnings as well, that'll roughly double that to around about £150 or so. So those figures within the first 3 months are really notional. Plenty of people have superseded that. As I say, your hand is on the throttle, your foot is on the accelerator. How quickly you go is very much down to you and what you're able to actually put into it. Okay, so those figures are notional. You can do better than that. That is where we are now. Let's have a look at where we're going. I mentioned about the Juice Plus world. Here it is. The orange countries are those where we are. Not surprisingly, North America, well and truly covered. No surprise there. Juice Plus is an American company after all. Europe, that's pretty well covered as well. We went into Portugal and the Czech Republic most recently, 1 or 2 gaps in Eastern Europe, but Europe is fairly well covered. And then in Asia, we landed in the UAE, or started in the UAE, launched there with the view to landing in other markets. And so far, we've landed in Malaysia and also Singapore. And in the far right-hand corner, you've got Australia and New Zealand. But guys, you've already looked. You think, well, what about the other places? There are gaps there. Yeah, continents. You've got South America, Africa, haven't been touched, and Asia, barely been touched. Now, if I tell you 6 out of the top 9 most populated countries, 9 out of the top 15 are in Asia. There are 3.5 to 4 billion people there. Now, do you think there's a possibility that some of those people might share the same concerns about their own personal health and well-being that you and I do? And maybe some of those people are looking and need to find a business opportunity that is low risk, unlimited income potential, and absolutely on point in terms of timing. Do you think that could be the case? To say nothing of those in Africa and South America as well? The Juice Plus company hasn't got there yet, but behind the scenes, things will be happening. It's only a matter of time. And let there be no confusion, it will happen with or without anybody on this call. So the question is very simple. How big a part do you want to be? How big a part do you want to play? I'll leave you with those thoughts. Back to James. Thank you.
Fantastic, Howard. Thank you very, very much indeed. I mean, you just get better and better every week. But you know what? When I look at this, every time I look at this, I think, what an extraordinary opportunity that we've got. It's so exciting. You know, and I heard J. Paul Getty said, you know, find something the whole world needs, nobody has. It's price for sale and price for profit. And the Juice Plus products and the Juice Plus business fits into that perfectly. He was one of the wealthiest people ever to walk the planet. So that is fascinating. So let's move straight on now. And I'm thrilled to welcome our special guest, our special VIP, Paddy. Paddy, are you there?
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's keeping well.
Yeah, fantastic. First of all, I just want to say that I think your backdrop and everything looks absolutely amazing. I just don't know how you've packed so much into it to make it so interesting. Look at that. Today is a perfect day to start living your dreams. And then you've got all of the accolades and everything. Tell us about, so when did you win some of these awards? So particularly the ones with the stars on them.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they're not mine. They're my wife's, Sabrina. So that's my wife Sabrina's NMD trophy and IMD trophy, and then we've got our club trophies then a little bit below. So Sabrina is Club 18 and Club 24, and we're both Club 12.
That is absolutely fantastic. And of course, you yourself are QNMD and well on your way to NMD.
Yeah. So I'll share a little.
First of all, I'm going to ask you very quickly about your story, but I can see that you've got a hat on at the moment. And I know a little bit of your background because you've got Ford on there, Ford Performance.
I do,
and
yeah.
I know that you were like a Ford, you know, your background is you were a Ford technician.
I was, yeah.
How did you make that jump from being a Ford technician to being really, you know, an entrepreneur, living your life on your terms, going for your dreams. How did this all happen?
Yeah, so obviously, like James said, my background is in mechanics, and that's all I ever knew. You know, I finished school, my dad was a mechanic, my brother was a mechanic, so I just naturally followed the footsteps, like most of us do, you know, follow the footsteps of our parents and always want to make our parents proud and, you know, do what they advise and stuff like that. So I naturally fell into cars, and get me wrong, I absolutely loved it. I was really good at fixing things. I was a good problem solver. And, you know, I spent years and years in the motor trade, 15 years actually, in the motor trade. And, you know, although it was an incredible experience, I didn't want to be 50 years old still under the car bonnet. So, you know, that was always in the background of my mind that, you know, am I going to be still doing this when I'm 50? Every time I was fixing a car, I couldn't possibly be still under a car bonnet. But I tell you what, after 15 years in it, you know, alongside with my wife, she was a legal executive. You know, that's her background. She was doing that for 15 years. We're married 6-7 years now. But when we started having kids, this was the problem. Okay, because we had our first child and that was okay. We could get the first one minded, you know, Nana would come over and mind the kids. But when we had the second child, that's when things got a little bit difficult because childcare was so expensive. And Sabrina made a big decision. We came to a decision that she was going to stay at home and look after the two little girls. So she was the best person for it. It's what we wanted. So we made a financial decision. Okay, I can probably pay the mortgage and the bills, you know, look after most of the stuff, but we might struggle for a little while. So we just took a chance on that. And what happened then is we did struggle. Actually, we struggled a lot. What we were doing was we were putting the balance of our food shops on our credit card. And the credit card had amounted to €2,500. I'm obviously in Ireland, by the way, guys. €2,500. And we had no way of paying that off. You know, so everybody can probably imagine financial stress and what it does, you know, at home, and you're constantly worried. So we needed to find a solution, tried different things, tried minding other children, Sabrina tried typing and all that type of stuff, but none of it was good enough. It wasn't making a dent in the debt we were in. So Sabrina was scrolling through Facebook one night. She found an opportunity in a mammy group, this opportunity, jumped on a phone call with the girl, and I came home from work and I was like, look, I don't know if that's going to work. You know, I never heard of anybody. I don't know anybody doing it. I never heard of anybody becoming successful in it. So I'm not sure if that's going to work. I was that skeptical man. But look, I said, you know what, if you think it'll work, go for it. And she took the chance. A little bit after that, she had made €180. About a week or two into the business, she made €180 into the bank. And I said, okay, it's real, you know, it's not a scam. Money's after getting paid into the bank from the company. So, you know, it went on. I didn't have much of an interest at the beginning. You know, Sabrina was just doing her thing. I was doing my thing. I was going to work every day. And Sabrina was doing really well in the business. She hit a couple of those promotions that Howard was talking about. And she won an opportunity to go on a Zoom call and ask a couple of leaders in the business a question. And she was so scared, and, you know, she hadn't got confidence. This was all outside her comfort zone. But she jumped on the call and she asked a couple of questions. And the couple were actually both national marketing directors in the business, and they had quit their full-time jobs. One was a carpenter, one was a school teacher. And Sabrina was like, you got to come out here. These people are after making a full-time income from this business. And I said, no, you're okay. You just tip away. And she was like, they have a brand new Range Rover in the front garden. So I was like, okay, I'll come out and I'll have a listen, because I was interested in the car. But I came out, had a listen to it. And, you know, I seen two genuine people just sharing their experience. They were in the business 4 years, I think, at the time. And I said, you know what, if these guys seem like normal, genuine people, let's, you know, if they can do it, I'll give it a shot. That day we signed up. I signed up my franchise. Sabrina was already in it. And we just got stuck into the business. You know, we just done everything we could to make it work. Like Howard was saying, we went through the promotions one after the other and just took it one step at a time. You know, we knew, you know, we didn't know much about the business, didn't know much about the products. We just dived in and we were coachable. We were listening one step at a time. And that's all we did. Took it one step. And, you know, Laura was helping us at the time. She was like, okay, what do we have to do next? What do we have to do next? And we just kept going through the steps. And I remember a big changing experience for me in the business was about 6 months in. We were told, make sure you go to a company convention. because they are life changing. They'll implant a vision into your future. And I said, look, okay, we'll go to a convention, see what it's all about. It was October 2019. And it was in Edinburgh. I was 6 months in the business at this stage and I had no idea. We just were going away for the weekend to get away from the kids and give them to Nana and go away to stay in a hotel and have a look at what this was all about. So we went away, and again, didn't know what to expect, but when we walked into that room, guys, it was full of these, such energy, 3,500 people in this kind of convention center. And the energy in the room was electric. There was, everybody's real friendly and welcoming, people on stage sharing their stories. And we got so inspired from that convention, and we got a vision of what was possible from people and speaking to them after and, getting their stories. And it was such a great weekend. But we came back in January 2020. The convention was in October, and the new year and the new goals and all of that in 2020, we're like, let's do this, let's see what we can get out of this business. We had a national marketing director in mind, didn't know when we were there. And we put the kids to bed at 8 o'clock, and from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock we sat down at the kitchen table and we built this business. We made that sacrifice for the business because we knew what was possible, we knew what the reward was. So we got stuck in. 8 months later, Sabrina hit that national marketing director position, which came with a €900 bonus. And you can imagine going through those steps that, sorry, my internet is saying unstable. I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah.
But you can imagine going through the steps. A credit card was cleared in a month or two. But the bonuses that were coming in were, life-changing bonuses. They were 2,500, they were 4,500, they were €9,600 as we were going. And Sabrina was actually doubling her full-time income at that stage in August 2020. So doubling what she would have been getting if she had gone back to work. And she was 16 months in the business at that stage. And obviously, as an income disclaimer, it's all effort-based. We put in that good effort for the business, and we were hungry. And Sabrina hit that position and we were like, this is crazy. 16 months in, life can completely transform around financially. So I said, look, let's see what we can do on my business now. I'd love to get a good income from my business. And I was tipping away behind her, but we started putting focus on my business. And eventually we got up to qualifying national marketing director where it is now. And I was actually matching my full-time income from this business, and I was doing part-time on my phone. So when I came to that decision, I was like, November 2020 is when I decided to hand in my notice in my job, because I was earning enough for my phone. Sabrina was earning twice as much on her phone, and we were in a good financial place to be able to make that decision. And my thoughts were, I can walk my kids to school. I can collect my kids to school. I'm getting 8 hours back a day that I was given to somebody else. So why not get them 8 hours, put more business, give more time to my children? One of my biggest visions when I was under the car bonnet was, my kids are finished school now, and I could have been walking them to school, or I could have been collecting them to school. It was always on my mind. And that was one of the big I had a vision that I would be able to spend time with my children. And that's a very powerful vision for me. I handed in my notice November 2020. A few months later after that, April 2021, Sabrina hit the next position, international marketing director, which came with a €19,200 bonus, which again, life-changing money, guys. What we were able to do then, we were able to spend all last summer in Portugal. So the kids finished school for 2 months. We were able to take this business with us, because that's all you need. So we were able to take this business and we were able to work our business at the pool in Portugal. And we spent 6 weeks over there last year with the kids because they're finished school. Again, you can create incredible life-changing memories just spending time with the kids and doing the business when you want to do the business, being your own boss, working it around your lifestyle. So it has been life-changing for us, but it did not come without hard work and some sacrifices, but the reward was very worth it. But it really comes down to, guys, and last thing, just before I finish, we are going back to Portugal on Monday for 8 weeks. So we're heading away on Monday to go and spend the summer again in Portugal, which again, it's just been life-changing for us. But it really comes down to what you want from the business. You know, there's lots of different reasons why people come into this business. They might just want the community. They might just want their products a little bit cheaper. They might just want to supplement their income. You know, an extra €500 a month from your phone is 6,000 a year. So, you know, people can come in and just do a little part-time, do a little bit, and turn their phone into an asset and start producing an income from the time you're scrolling through social media and whatnot. And then obviously a very small percentage want to go and shoot from the stars, believe it or not. You know, people don't have the confidence, people don't believe in themselves enough. But what I want to say is that we didn't either. We just took it one step at a time, and we were just coachable. And, you know, we just got this vision that we wanted more from life, and we went and we just done everything that we could in order to get it.
Paddy, that's amazing. Amazing. You know, look, we're out of time, but really, I rarely heard such a succinct, incredibly powerful presentation about, you know, the opportunity that we have. And thank you so much for coming on. Absolutely tremendous.
No
From your TV studio in Ireland. Fantastic.
Thanks very much, guys, for having me.
Success. I got to say, you just look on top of the world, and it's tremendous. So many congratulations. I'm going to end the call now, everyone. Stephen, thanks very much indeed for coming on. We really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us so much. Really appreciate you coming on, Paddy. Thank you very much for Howard. Thank you, Paula. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Thank you so much.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.